This week on Moms Like Us, we're celebrating Halloween with some of the cutest celebrity kids' costumes.
She painted her baby bump like a planet, which was
Really
so cool.
Then Real Housewives of Orange County's Gina explains why she's done having kids.
I don't think the kids thing is in the cards for us.
Plus, soccer star Alex Morgan opens up about having a baby during the pandemic.
Her first year of life is going to be very different, I think, than a lot of kids.
We've got that plus so much more on today's Moms Like Us. Hey guys, Christina here with BRIANNE MANZ from Stroller in the City, and welcome to Moms Like Us. BRIANNE, happy almost Halloween.
I know. Happy almost Halloween. This is our Halloween edition. I love it.
I love this. I love our little Halloween get-ups.
Sure. Now, did you steal that from your daughter?
I did. She is going to be a ladybug, so I stole her little antennas.
And I did the same.
I love it. I love it. Well, we look great. So before we get into our own Halloween plans, we have to talk about some adorable celebrity kids who have already shown off their costumes this year. Let's kick it off with Khloe Kardashian, who posted this adorable picture with True and Stormy dressed up as a princess and a kitty cat while decorating pumpkins. So cute.
So cute. And Jade Roper, she really went all out and she painted her baby bump like a planet, which was really so cool. She captioned this: "These two little guys are out of this world. Tried to get Emmy in this pic, but she needed some space. Get it? Maybe we'll plan it for later." And then she hashtagged "bad puns are the best puns."
So cute. I love that. That was some pretty intricate paint work there. She looked good. And then Gabrielle Union posted a photo of her daughter, Kavya, whom she shares with her husband, Dwayne Wade. She captioned this: "I really do hope the lion sleeps tonight. I can't take the cuteness. Neither can we."
Oh, it's so cute. And Catherine and Sharon Lowe also posted their little ones all dressed up. The three kids were dressed up as a lion, a brown bear, and a panda bear. So cute and cozy. These are my favorite types of costumes, I feel like, because if it's cold out on Halloween, they really do keep the kids warm. And
I know. I'm kind of regretting that I didn't do that this year, is get something, because last year I dressed her up as like a cow and it was like this super warm costume, and this year like she's like a little ladybug and I'm just going to throw a little black onesie underneath it, so she might be a little cold. How are you guys celebrating Halloween this year?
So we're not going to trick or treat this year. The kids' schools are doing a little something. They're doing a parade at the kids' schools, which is nice. My son will get to wear his costume to school as well. And we're just going to stay home. We're going to stay home and we're going to make Halloween night here, you know?
That's great. Yeah, I think we're going to have some family come over and see Gina in her costumes. We may swing by a friend's house and maybe do something like socially distance and wave and see everybody in their costumes. But yeah, I think everybody's just going to keep it very low key this year.
Right? I know. I feel like I'm just not comfortable with them like trick-or-treating or anything like that.
No.
And just like too many people in one spot. We went actually somewhere over the weekend and it was timed tickets and it was an aquarium and it was supposed to be like all socially distant and it wasn't. And I literally had a panic attack and I had to leave after 10 minutes. I was like, I'm sorry. And my daughter was so into it. I'm like, I'm really sorry, but like we have to go. So I don't think I can handle.
No, I don't think so either. And especially with everybody, on top of each other when you trick or treat. We have a very small, we have a little lake community in town where everybody goes trick or treating, like literally from towns and towns and towns. It's a great time. And they gave them the option if they want to hand out candy, they can. If they don't, turn off all their lights. If they want to hand out candy, everybody has to put like an orange ribbon on their mailbox so people know to go to their homes. So at least they're taking some precautions in that way, but still, I think a lot of people are going to opt out this year.
I think so too. I'm so sad for our kids.
It really is. Well, we have some safe Halloween ideas later on the show for everybody. Before we get to that, let's get to our celeb mom and dad. In the news this week, kicking it off with Emily Ratajkowski. She is expecting her first child with husband Sebastian Bear McLeod. She revealed the news on Instagram with a Vogue cover. Not many people can say that. And she wrote, "Grateful and growing. Thank you, Vogue magazine, for this very special cover." She wore this beautiful orange slip while the camera zoomed out to show her growing belly, and she shared a video documenting her pregnancy journey so far, from nude mirror selfies to her maternity style. She actually told Vogue, which was pretty interesting in the magazine, she said that pregnancy is something a woman does by herself, inside her body, no matter what her circumstances may be. Despite having a loving partner and many female friends ready to share the gritty details of their pregnancies, I am ultimately alone with my body in this experience. Interesting thing to say.
Totally. Well, first off, how chic is this Vogue cover? I mean, it's gorgeous.
positively stunning. I mean, she doesn't need to do much to look great, but this is just a very special way to announce her pregnancy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's so, oh my God, it's so memorable for her too. You know, I mean, for years to come, she's going to be on the cover and like show her baby, like this is the announcement. I think it's going to be amazing.
Awesome. And then going back to what you said, do you feel like you could relate to that at all? Did you ever feel lonely in any of your pregnancies?
I think you can. I think all women can relate to that. You know, how about when a woman is up at night with like, maybe she has back pain and your husband's sleeping next to you, you know what I mean? Or you feel a kick. No one else can feel that kick but you. So I can totally relate to what she's saying.
Yeah, no, I do. That brings up a good point with, you know, the baby kicking. There were so many times that I was like, oh, feel my belly, she's kicking. And he couldn't feel it because she stopped. But yes, it is sometimes a lonely experience, but a beautiful experience in that. And like every pregnancy is different. So like you said, some people have back pain, some people can't sleep. So yes, not everybody is going through the same exact thing. So it can be lonely at times.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we recently sat down with Real Housewives of Orange County star Gina, who recently revealed that she is done having kids. Let's see why. I know last year when we spoke, I know when your relationship was fairly new, you said that he did kind of open your eyes to marriage again and maybe that you would get married again. Do you still feel that way? And do you want to get married and maybe possibly have more kids down the line?
I don't think the kid thing is in the cards for us. I think literally at the very beginning of our relationship, we were like, oh my God, it'd be so nice to have a baby together. And then we were like, wait, we have 6 kids, you know? And like, honestly, I wouldn't want to ruin the dynamic of that. There's just so many things that could happen. Like I wouldn't want any of our kids to feel like, you know, they were being replaced. There's got to be so many emotions and things that I just don't want to have to deal with.
Yeah.
And also right now, yeah, it's hard because we have 6 kids, but we also have days when we have no kids.
Yeah.
But if we have a baby, then we don't have that. So I don't want to give that up because I think it's really nice that we have that time to work on us and our relationship. Marriage, like, I mean, I could definitely see myself marrying him. I think for the kids, maybe it would make it easier for them to understand and feel more comfortable about being like, this is my stepdad, or, you know, rather than whatever. But I'm also just like, I don't need it. Like, I feel so good and happy and confident in our relationship that, like, if we never got married, that's just not my focus.
Yeah, definitely. Is he going to be on the show this season?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's yeah.
Was he hesitant to start filming at all or no?
Well, I mean, he doesn't want to. You know, if he had a preference, he wouldn't be in it. But it's just he's doing it for me because he understands that, you know, your commitment to the show is to share your life, and how can I share? He's such a big part of it. How can I not share that? So I really appreciate the fact that he's willing to do that for me.
So yeah, she and her boyfriend Travis, between them, have 6 children. So she just figures, you know, when the kids are with their mom and their dad, they have date nights and they can enjoy some alone time together.
I can totally agree with that. I mean, I don't know if their house can hold any more than 6 kids at this point.
Right? And all the kids are, you know, in bunk beds and things like that. So I think having a newborn in the house, it might be a little bit much for them.
I kind of agree.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about this? About, you know, it seems like their families are very, very close. Her 3 kids are really close with his 3 kids. I mean, what do you think about that? Do you think it's good for the families to get so close together? Because what if things don't work out?
I know that's a little bit of a tricky situation, but I feel like their relationship is pretty strong. And I think that that's a good thing for the kids to all, you know, have these good relationships. It just makes for an easier, you know, kind of time when they're all together, right? I mean, I can't imagine like having tension with like kids and stuff like that, you know, when they're all together, like you want it to be an enjoyable experience. And I think that because it is right now, I think that it's just going to make things even better for them, right?
I think so. And it's just, she said that they all get along really well together. They play sports together. They live in a community where there's a ton of different kids, so they're always outside playing together. So it seems like things are working out really well between them.
I think so. Good for them.
Yeah, totally.
We also sat down with soccer legend Alex Morgan, who opened up about having a newborn baby during a pandemic. Take a look at this.
I mean, what's it been like having a newborn during this crazy pandemic time? Because I would imagine, you know, it's like I said, it's stressful enough having a newborn, and then add that to a pandemic. It's not very easy.
Yeah, her first year of life is going to be very different, I think, than a lot of kids. She really hasn't spent much time with other babies. I think that that's really a bummer, but it's also a blessing in disguise because the first like 4 or 5 months, I was like mom first, like soccer player second. I didn't have to rush into playing for the Olympics, which got postponed. So in that way, it was a blessing in disguise that I was able to just like focus on her and be home and like have our family together and not really have to think about anything else or like flying off to Japan.
Right. No, definitely. I mean, what is one thing about motherhood that you wish somebody told you before you had your daughter?
I don't know. What is one thing? Like my sister just had her, she has a 2-year-old. So just like being super close to her, like I've been able to kind of like see her raise her daughter. But I think like, you know, everyone usually says like the lack of sleep and everything, which is like pretty typical for sure. But I think like, my sister was like, you know, you're not going to be really like grossed out by any of her poos and stuff. And I was like, oh, that's kind of gross, like changing diapers. But yeah, you're not grossed out by poo. And especially even when they poo with the diaper off and it goes across the room, you're just like, oh, no big deal. You know,
No
like,
big deal.
I don't know how it's like no big deal, but you're like, I'll just clean it up.
It's
taking pictures, texting my friends, like, look at how funny this is, like not how gross it is.
So what do you think about this? Do you think that it's almost easier to have a baby in the pandemic or harder, or maybe a blessing in disguise because you get to spend so much time bonding with your new baby?
Yeah, I think it's like I mean, obviously who wants to give birth during a pandemic and go into the hospital, you know, and have that and, you know, be scared about that. Obviously that's not ideal, but on the other hand, I do, you know, you stay inside so much when you have a newborn. And I always like felt like I have to get outside. Like I always like put that pressure on myself that like I had to get outside during the day. And now it's like, there's not really pressure to get outside. So I think that it kind of is a little bit of a blessing in disguise. You know?
Too. Yeah. I mean, and she pretty much said it as well. I mean, she didn't feel like the super amount of pressure to kind of bounce back right after baby, because she could take some time at home and kind of really bond with her child and just focus on being a mom rather with all the outside pressure. So I think in a way, yes, obviously we don't want to all live in these type of circumstances, but when it comes to maybe having a newborn, bringing a newborn home, maybe it's a good thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Well, in other parenting news, Kevin Jonas showed off his celebration for his daughter Valentina's 4th birthday. She posed next to a gigantic 4, which was covered in balloons. He captioned the photo, "Happy birthday, my beautiful girl. We love you so much. I can't believe you are 4. Happy birthday, Valentina." So cute. But I feel like we're seeing like these over the top balloon displays all the time now.
I know. I don't know if it's like to make up for the fact that we're not having parties, so why don't we spend it on balloons? Yeah. I don't know.
Maybe it could be. I mean, I'm sure Kevin Jonas probably goes all out for birthday parties, so maybe this was his way of kind of doing that, like you said, because they can't invite all of their friends over.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like we used to just buy one balloon and a candle and a birthday cake and call it a day, but you kind of got to keep topping yourself. I don't know why, but you know, you got to keep going bigger and bigger and bigger.
I know. It's so true. Like, I don't even think the Rite Aid near me sells like the one balloon anymore. I think you have to like full on go to like the balloon store to get that huge bouquet, you know, to do it for your kids. And I feel like even pressure to do it too. Like I always have to have like the number for them and like make sure I take that photo, you know, so we know what year birthday it is. It's so fun.
Yeah. I know a couple other celebrities have done the balloon theme as well. Hilary Duff just posted a photo recently of her gorgeous balloons for her daughter Banks' 2nd birthday. And of course, the Kardashians, who may have started this whole balloon trend, celebrated True's birthday earlier this year with a ton of pink balloons. So yes, balloons are the way to go.
I mean, they totally started that trend, the Kardashians.
Yeah, they really did. They go all out for balloon displays. So if you need some inspiration, check out their Instagrams, I'm sure.
I know. I actually saw one mom, a friend of mine, like posted a whole balloon display on her like staircase for like just for Halloween. So no birthdays, just for Halloween. And she said, because we're having Halloween in the house, so I decided to do this whole staircase of balloons, which is
love that.
funny.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's
so
great.
cute. I know. So our Get Real moment of the week goes to Ashley Graham, who admitted that yes, she's tried her own breast milk and it was good. Take a look at this.
Never have I ever tried breast milk more than once.
Oh. What? No, you tried breast milk?
Yes, I put a little bit, like, you know, just try a little bit.
You
It's
just-
good. It's a little
No, I've never
Have you
done
ever squirted
that.
it across the room? Just go.
Just to try a little bit? Just really? Yeah, no, I hadn't tried that. No, I'll take your word for it, though.
Quick, next time, just go and then see how far you can get.
All right, Brianne, moment of truth. Have you ever tried your own breast milk?
I have. I mean, I haven't like chugged it, but I like tasted it with my finger, you know?
Yep. No, I have. You tasted it, like if I put it on a bottle, like I put it on my hand to make sure the temperature was okay. I've tried it. You know,
Tried it.
it's not something that I run back to and pour it in my coffee or something like that, but it's
Great. Exactly.
Did your husband try it?
No, my husband like didn't want any part of it. No.
Same. My husband wanted no part of that whatsoever. I love it. Well, it is time for our clap back of the week, and this one goes to one of our favorites who always keeps it real, HILARIA BALDWIN. Now, she is, of course, a mom of 5, and she is pushing for body positivity. When users commented that she should hide her postpartum body after she posted a video in her underwear. Well, she posted a video on Instagram saying, the most important part of this video isn't the whole how I recently had a baby thing. And whether you think I'm to this or to that, I'm not about my underwear. It's not about my skin or the fact I'm exhausted and have no interest in makeup. It's about the fact that I lay on my back while my friends shove my belly piercing back in while I clenched my teeth. So 90s. Yep, I'm 36. 5 kids and still keeping it in. When a user asked why she is not wearing pants, she said, because I have a 7-week-old and I'm too tired to put them on right now. Totally understand that. Another user called her out for her lack of empathy in posting the upload, saying, I think you're showing off. It's not just inclusive. Well, she fired back saying, having empathy does not mean not being oneself. I'm one of the biggest cheerleaders for body positivity and love. One thing you must know is that it comes in all different shapes and sizes, mine included. I don't judge anyone's body. Should I hide because of my body? I don't do anything wrong to be ashamed of my figure. Whew.
Yeah. I mean, go HILARIA. I mean, I kind of agree with her. I mean, the underwear thing didn't bother me whatsoever. I mean, she was like in a bathroom and it wasn't like she was showing off like her entire body. It was like kind of, you know, from the waist up.
Right.
So I don't, you know, that totally didn't bother me. But I mean, hello, belly button ring. I mean, that's pretty damn cool.
That is cool. That is cool. I mean, I got rid of mine a long time ago. So good for her for keeping
I know. I have like a scar from mine.
I do too. Mine definitely scarred. So yes, mine is long gone, but good for her for, you know, she has said it so many times that if, you know, she posts what she wants to post, if you like it, great. If you don't have to follow her, and
Right.
you make a choice to follow her. And if you don't want to see her content, just don't pay attention.
Right. Exactly. Right. Don't follow her.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
all you need to know.
And it's all about body positivity. Everybody looks a little different. She bounces back from her babies better than most. But you can't get mad at it. That's just the way that she is.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Keep posting, HILARIA. We love you.
Do you? All right. Well, we are leaving you today with a few ideas for Halloween that you can do with your kids anywhere that are totally safe, because 2020 is certainly not a year we want to have our kids bobbing for apples, you know, like we said, maybe not trick-or-treating. So what ideas do you have, Brianne?
So I love the idea of a candy scavenger hunt. So whether you live in an apartment like me or a house like you can use your backyard and just kind of, you know, scatter some candy around and have the kids go for like a scavenger hunt, which I think is so fun.
I think that's great. It's almost like an Easter egg hunt with Halloween candy.
Exactly. Exactly. What do you got?
I think this year we're going to decorate and carve our pumpkins the night of Halloween. So it gives us something to do, something to look forward to, maybe even paint a couple little pumpkins as well. So, you know, it gives us something to do, you know, and we can do it while we're all dressed up. So I think that she's really going to enjoy that.
That's so cute. I love that idea. We still haven't carved our pumpkins yet either. They're just sitting there. So that is a good idea. We might do that for sure. But we also have planned like movie night. There are so many great Halloween movies out there. So I think we're gonna, grab some popcorn and candy, maybe make some spooky cocktails for the adults.
Yes.
And really just, I think that's what, dress up. So we'll all be in our costumes. And just like kind of make the night of it,
I think that's a perfect idea. I think that's a great full day plan, everything. Hocus pocus on repeat all Halloween night.
Yeah, absolutely.
Totally. Well, Brianne, have a wonderful Halloween. Even though it's going to look a little different this year, I hope it's a lot of fun.
Yes, you too, Christina.
Thank you. And I hope everybody at home has a very happy Halloween as well. Make sure to watch Moms Like Us every Thursday at 3 p.m. on Us Weekly's YouTube channel. Keep commenting, keep subscribing, and we will see you guys next week.
Yes. Bye, guys.